Namaste from this side of India. I am Shri Goyal. So today we'll be talking about a very mysterious place which I have traveled twice, and I'm really sure that if you people haven't been there, after this video you would really like to visit that beautiful place in India. So this is all about secrets and mysterious places in India, because India is blessed to have all these destinations that are secluded and a lot of people doesn't know about it. This place is in Madhya Pradesh state of India, that lies in the district Chhatarpur, and it is meant to be a really holy place for the locals and for a lot of people. The place name is Bhimkund, and Bhim is associated, yes, you guessed it right, with Mahabharat. So Mahabharat is not a religious, but then it is a text and a story in our Hindu mythology which has a lot of influence on Hinduism, and Bhagavad Gita is entirely purely based on Mahabharat. So this backs up the mystery and the secret of this place, which is called Bhimkund. You can reach to this place from Chhatarpur by road, like it's around 77 kilometers. So if you're coming from Ara of Madhya Pradesh, you can hop in via train or flight. Now they are working. That's the location of Bhimkund. See on the map. These are all the small districts in the village nearby. I'm gonna give the link in the description as well. See, this is the destination I'm talking about. So you'll get lies in Bundelkhand region of Madhya Pradesh. It's a small kund. So as you all guessed it right, it's a pool which is also known as Neel Kund, because the water of this pool is naturally indigo deep blue. And the story which is associated with Mahabharat is that, while the Pandavas were on exile and Draupadi was thirsty, Bhim, being the strongest brother among the all, he actually hit his gada onto one of the rock kind of a structure at that time. People believe that, and became a pool, and the water just surged out from that pool in the form of fountain. And then you see there's this entire pool and natural water tank got occurred. So yeah, so you actually today also, when you go down towards the cave, now there are stairs to go to the pool, and you would see that the above mouth of the cave, that is 3 meters in the diameter, is actually in the form of gada. So it's very interesting. So that is one of the really interesting part of this place. Another story is associated with Narada's pool also, but that's not that prevalent. People, the local Bundelkhand region people, they consider this place as a holy place, and they actually worship. There's a small Shivalinga temple also exactly near to the red stone rocks. So it's a red stone rock kind of a place you would see in the pictures in the video, and people actually worship this place, and they come to the temple of the Shiva also when they worship the linga there. So yeah, so the entire cave is the red stone, and the water is deep blue indigo. The water is not salty. Yes, it's a natural pool, water pool. You can clearly see the fishes just having fun in the water. It's fresh water. The water doesn't have any sort of bacteria. Yes, you had it right, it's not a salty water. So there's a lot of mysteries into it. Let's quickly get now to the main mysteries and secrets of this place. Coming to the secret of this place, one which I've just told you, there is no bacteria, no algae onto this water. Another one, a very important fact about is this: nobody till date could actually examine the real depth of this pool. Researchers from Germany and Discovery, Nat Geo, it's been proven there's a lot of professional skydivers have come, and they have actually dived deep into the water to witness the real depth of the pool. Nobody till date could actually examine the real depth of this pool. This is amazingly mysterious, guys. What like when the skydivers actually came from Germany, I guess, They actually dived deep till 80 meters, all right. And then till 80 meters also they have told us that now we cannot actually go down deep into the water because there's like all dark. And then suddenly they experienced a huge cyclone of water deep inside the pool. This is something miraculous, right? So they just couldn't go inside, and they just came back and they told the stories that they actually experienced and witnessed a different kind of creatures down the pool, which usually we see deep down. The archaeologists and the excavators, the Indian administration as well, they actually installed big huge pumps and the pipes just to measure the limits and the depth of the skund, but then they hadn't succeeded yet. The maximum they could get was the 200 meters. Imagine guys, 200 meters deep, and still then they the team say that no, that wasn't the land there. So it's more deep than 200 meters as well. Another which is very surprising thing about this place is like if like somebody drowns away into this pool, usually the human body is meant to float on the water after the death. But in this pool, the body never gets onto the water. The body never floats. The once if in case a person, God forbid, have died or drowned into the pool, they go just vanish. They just go vanish. Imagine, guys, the body is not discovered. There's a lot of another thing which is like really interesting about this place is that it actually sort of give you an indication about this something's gonna happening. It has some connection to the deep roots of the ocean and the earth crust, which actually gives you an indication that some natural calamity or some mishap is about to occur, so be ready. So what happens is like the pujaris and the locals and pandits out there, they have actually witnessed 7 feet and 10 feet high tides of water into the pool till the mouth of the cave, like all of a sudden. And sometimes the Shiva Linga also gets submerged in the water. So, and then later on, they get shocked that why it is happening, and after a few hours and all, you see tsunami occurred, you see Nepal's earthquake occurred, Japan's earthquake. So, and it's proven, guys. It's a very small place, guys. Do visit this place. It is mystical, it's holy, it's beautiful, and if you happen to witness the Bundelkhand folklore the way I did, it would be amazing. A very small town place. If you're visiting Bhimkund, do visit a place called Jatashankar. It's a Shiv temple again, which is very close by to Bhimkund. It's a very nice temple. Again, a holy water as the locals suggest, but this water, and grab some water with you when you go to Bhimkund, please. I have it with me. It doesn't decay, guys. It doesn't decay. Trust me, no bacteria, no algae. It's a beautiful place. Until then, bye from my side. Namaste from this side of India. Do follow me, and if you have any questions, just put it across.